Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Coates here with another Arty Maths challenge for you all, and this one has been taken from the Enrich Maths website. So what we're going to be doing today is a take on drawing by numbers. So the first thing we need to do is to choose a number sequence. Now a number sequence is a series of numbers that follow the same rule. So for example, we could have multiples of a number, could be multiples of 2, therefore the numbers we're working with would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. Or multiples of 5, so there would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, etc. We could be taking a look at square numbers, and a square number is the product of a number when it's multiplied by itself. For example, 9 is a square number because it's the product of 3 times 3, or 81 is a square number because it's the product of 9 times 9. We could be taking a look at prime numbers. Now, prime numbers is a number that cannot be the product of two smaller numbers. So, for example, 5 is a prime number because it can't be made by multiplying two smaller numbers. It can only be made by multiplying 1 and 5 together. Or 7 is a prime number because it can't be made by multiplying two smaller numbers. It can only be made by multiplying 7 and 3. We could be having triangular numbers. Triangular numbers are numbers that basically, when you draw them as a dot pattern, can make a triangle. Or is there another one that you can think of? Are there any other number sequences that you know that we could maybe see what they'll look like when they're translated into this piece of art? So for my draw by numbers, I'm going to work with square numbers. So I've literally just written down the list of square numbers from the very first one, which is 1. Then we get 4, 9, 16, etc, etc. But what I don't want to include are the numbers that are in the tens and the hundreds column. We only want to use the numbers that are in the ones column to generate our sequence. So that leaves me with 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, etc, etc. And these are going to be the lengths of the line that you're going to draw. And what do you notice about when we reach 0? It repeats. So the next number in this sequence would be, yep, you've guessed it, would be 9, then it would be 6, then 5, then 6, all the way. I wonder if every number sequence would eventually reach a 0. If you do find that, then just go back to the beginning of your number sequence and then repeat it. Then we need to think about the turn and the angle that we're going to use. So your turn can either be basically left or right, clockwise or anti-clockwise, and then you need to decide which angle you're going to turn by. So I've decided to take a left turn or move anti-clockwise, and I'm going to move 90 degrees at a time. So just to kind of keep us in mind of the number sequence, the lengths that we're going to be measuring at a time, I've kept it up in the top right in yellow. I'm also using squared paper to illustrate this. Now, don't worry if you don't have squared paper, you could just use blank paper, but make sure you use a ruler to measure accurately the length of your lines. So I've got my starting point. The first part of my sequence is 1, so I'm going to draw a line 1 length across. Then I'm going to take a left turn at 90 degrees and I'm going to draw 4 boxes along, or centimetres. Then I'm going to take another left turn and draw 9 centimetres across. Another left turn at 90 degrees, 6 centimetres. Another left turn 90 degrees and draw 5 centimetres, and keep going until I get to the end of my piece of art. And I'll know when that happens. What do you notice has happened here? I have ended up back where I started, which was just here. I wonder if that would happen with every number sequence. With the number sequence that you've drawn, what did you find? Now's the fun part. Now we get to colour it in. Remember, be as bright and bold and vivid as you want. Remember to share the artwork that you create and the number sequences you generate with us at AttainRen, or using the hashtag AttainRenMaths, or you can email in your pictures to Mr. Gray at jw20grayley@glowmail.org. I have to say I'm really excited to see what marvellous artwork you can create. Have fun!